Okay. We should be live this time now. We should be live this time. You should be able to hear me this time too. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 13 of DGweekly Live. As you can tell, we are going to be talking about the XXX. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because apparently it just started and there was no audio. So somebody let me know if you can't hear me, because that was pretty interesting. But yes, we are going to be talking about the XXX. All right, it looks like I see a thumbs up from Michael. We should be good. What's up, Kellen? Okay, so we should be good. That was funny. I came over to the chat to quick share the stream out to a couple different places, and I saw that there was already people watching, and it was just me sitting there staring at the computer. So luckily that part wasn't recorded, but if you were one of the few people who saw that, there's your little Anthony blooper for the day. So we're just going to pretend that never happened, and we're going to talk about the XXX. Obviously, as always, we're going to be giving a XXX away, and that is going to be this guy right here. Nice orange, got like a deep red, not quite deep purple. Sorry, all you beginning guitar players, but it's kind of like a deep maroon red stamp on it. That's the one that I threw in the video clips that you will see in just a second. Also, the coupon code, it's XXX10, so XXX10 on Dynamic Discs is live right now all the way until midnight next Tuesday, and that will save you 10% on the Opto XXX, like this one. These super, I'm gonna have to get a close-up of these because they are ridiculous. Super, super cool. Bursty gold line XXXs. There's obviously this purple, blue, pinkish one. There's a really cool, we got Christmas coming up, so we got some holiday colors there. Red and green. There's another super, super cool purple one here with a gold stamp. Really crazy looking stamps. Or sorry, this one's a gold stamp, really crazy burst on these things. The XXX is obviously, as you can see by the rim, it's kind of a fairway driver, but it's more of like a utility fairway driver. We'll get into that in just a second. So it looks like we do have audio, so that's good. Thank you everyone for helping out with that. That was pretty funny. I had a quick little oh shoot moment when I saw that it was streaming, and I didn't even know that it was. But as far as the code, that is going to be for the Opto, the Gold Line Burst, and also the Masters Worlds fundraisers that we had in Kansas City Hybrid XXX. So I know we've got Pro Worlds started today. The open fields are out there just absolutely killing it. But this was for the Masters Worlds that we had in Kansas City just a couple of weeks ago, is the Hybrid XXX. And these feel really good. I don't know if it's just me, but they feel a little bit stiffer. It's got that super cool stamp on it. And I would bet these things, the XXX itself is a meat hook, but these things are probably super, super, super meat hook. I know some people are big on the numbers. So here, let's see, I'll just read them off and then hold it up to the camera for you. We have a speed 7, glide of 3, a turn of 0, and then a fade of 4. Let's see if it'll show up on the camera there. Yeah. And I think those numbers are spot on. This thing is not fast, not glidey, doesn't ever turn, and has all of the fade in the world. More than actually the world. We reviewed the world a couple of weeks ago, and this definitely has more fade than that thing. These are monstrously overstable. I'll go ahead and play those clips for you, and you'll see in some of them it still fought at the end and just did not ever think about rolling flipping all of the way over. I threw that full power. I made sure Danny filmed that for me, so I made sure Danny just insulted me for like 30 minutes leading up to that. So I was just super mad and just got all of the power into that I could. And there went the audio. What? Is it back, Kyle? It should be good. But yeah, very overstable. What's up? Yay, visuals. No glide and just dumps. Yeah, Robert nailed that. Andrew defined meat hook, basically like the hooks that they hang meat on in like butchering factories and stuff like that. It's just like a hook, and so when you throw this, it wants to come out and just hook. So that's kind of where the term came from. Kyle says burst just looks good in general. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these, I don't know what it is about the burst on these ones, but they came out so nice. Somebody was asking about weight. Dusty, the lightest weight that they come in. I had one here that was in like the 160s, and I didn't see any air ones. Let's see, 73. Let's see what we can't find. What's the lightest one we got here? 73 as well. I thought I saw one that was like a 67. Here, yeah, 160. This one's a 168. So I think her name was Kyle, whoever that was, asking about the weights there. This one's a 168, and that's the lowest that I've seen. So hopefully that's light enough for you, but I really don't think it's going to make a difference on this thing. Where no audio during the clips. Whoops, sorry about that, Alan. My bad. Nice forehand. Thanks, Derek. You know, I'm pretty strong, so I can really rip into a forehand pretty good, actually. No, no. I tried forehands later that same day with the same disc, and they weren't quite as successful, but that one, luckily the camera was there. Danny got it really nice and clean on camera for me, so I have that. Yeah, that one probably, that's hole 1 at Jones East for anyone that's played it before. It's like 350 feet, and usually if I'm throwing sidearm, I'll throw like a beat up Biofusion Enforcer, just so that I know I can get that distance. And yeah, that was with an Opto XXX and was like 10 short. So I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened, but the disc golf gods aligned, or the disc golf stars aligned, and the gods saw down on me and all that. It's just everything went perfect for that one. It was just, yeah, that was really good. Real overstable, exactly, Andrew. It is, as far as the dynamic discs lineup goes, stability-wise, it's like not quite a criminal, I don't think, but it's also considerably slower than the criminal is, so it could be attributed to that, why the criminal just seems to be more overstable. But it's that stability range where it is very overstable. You are not, I mean, if you, like you saw in the first clip there, it held straight for a little bit into a headwind, but it was not gonna, it wasn't gonna ride for me. It wasn't gonna stay straight very long. It was it was wanting to get down in a hurry. So XXX versus Felon. Dustin, the XXX is definitely more overstable. The Felon will hold straighter longer. The Felon is a little bit faster. And I think the Felon has a little bit more glide as well, where the XXX just is much more overstable for sure. I think it's like a shorter, more overstable version of the Felon. Chris said I'd lose the purple in Golden Gate Park. Chris, it could be worse, man. You could be not playing Golden Gate Park. So, I don't know. I think this would stand out fine. I haven't played Golden Gate Park, so I don't know if you have like a bunch of shadows and big tall trees and stuff like that, I know, but if you have like some underbrush and stuff like that, I could see purple maybe, but this thing's so pretty, I don't even know if I'd want to throw it. Chris says, first of all, Nathan, dude, those colors are sick. Nathan, dude, yes, they are. Chris says, so lighter the disc, the more you can turn it. In theory, yes. A lighter disc is going to be more understable as just like a general broad statement, but that's not true across the board. Something like a lightweight XXX is not inherently going to turn more than a heavy Maverick. The Maverick is always going to be more understable. It's always going to turn more no matter the weights, within reason at least. But a 150 gram XXX versus a 175 gram XXX, the 150 is going to be a little bit straighter, a little bit less overstable. Not going to be an understable disc. You would have to beat it up a lot to get it there. It just wouldn't be as overstable as the max weight 175 XXX. And for those of you who do have a bunch of people who just joined the stream, for those of you just joining, we are running a coupon code on dynamicdiscs.com. That code is XXX10, so XXX10. And that's going to save you 10% off on Opto XXXs, these super nasty gold line burst XXXs as well. Look at the rainbow stamp. Has the hybrid, I almost called it Fusion. It's not Fusion, it is hybrid. Masters World Championships fundraiser XXXs. It's Pro Worlds going on right now. It just started today, but these were for the Masters Worlds that we had in Kansas City just a couple of weeks ago. We are also running a giveaway on this one right here, this orange Opto XXX. This one is the one that I used in the clips that you just saw and the clips that you will see again in just a second. So this one has been thrown a few times, but not any major massive kicks. And you can see, like in those clips, it is very overstable. It handles a lot of wind, and it handles as much power and off-axis torque as I could possibly put on it. Let's see. The way to enter into this giveaway, that's right, sorry, is obviously you have to like the stream, share the stream, and then leave a question for me down in the comments in the chat for the stream, and I will read that, I'll answer it, and then that will enter you into the giveaway. Burst looks great. Yeah, exactly. This one's pretty cool. This kind of holiday, Christmassy, red and green combo is pretty nice. But these purples, like, here. I've been showing that one for a minute with the silver stamp. Let's check out this gold stamp. Look at that. What the heck? So pretty. I absolutely love this. And I don't even throw purple discs, but I would. I absolutely would throw this thing. So we will head back to the chat. And again, this is the one that we're going to be giving away, this orange Opto XXX. Let's see. Dustin says, I also use them for thumbers. Will, I just asked that? LOL, yes, it is. Let's see what Will said, just to confirm. Beefier than a felon. Will, yes, absolutely. Like he said, the XXX is definitely beefier than a felon. Sean says, great control driver. I would say great. I would call it more of a utility driver than a control driver. To me, a control driver is like between a fairway and a distance driver, like that kind of 10 speed range, where this is more of a utility because it crashes. It's super overstable. Andrew says, my forehands are pretty strong that I can't tend to flip anything and make a natural. Would this help that in your opinion? So it sounds like you're probably coming over on your forehands a little bit, which is more of a form issue, but also it could just be that you have a super massively powerful forehand, which yes, the XXX would be great for. But if you are throwing discs and they're coming out with a lot of wobble, or if they're coming out kind of on an Anheuser angle, that's going to be a lot more of wrist motion when you're actually throwing the disc. And the way to alleviate that is to just, as you follow through, hang on, Joel was just waving at me and I saw someone, Mark, says, wait, where's Joel? So don't worry, Joel's right there, he's coming over here, he's happy. But for the guy with the sidearm, the way to alleviate the wobble in your throws is to keep the palm of your hand facing up. Joel, ladies and gentlemen, is to keep the palm of your hand up towards the sky in your follow through while you're throwing. So Mark, there you go. That was Joel, that was his appearance, so Mark is now happy. 175 is the magic number. Yeah, Andrew, I'm not really super particular about my weights, especially on discs like this that are massively overstable. I don't notice a difference between a 175 and a 172 in really anything. And when it's this overstable, it's going to be the difference of like an inch or two in where it lands on the ground for me. So I'm not super particular about that. Jay says, I'll take it. Well, Jay, hopefully you can take it. Do the burst come in lightweight? Yeah, this one, I believe it's this one with the gold stamp. Yeah, this is the burst gold line, and it is a 168 gram, which is the lightest I've seen, but I also haven't looked for super lightweights particularly hard or at particular length. So I'm sure you could find maybe a 167 or maybe a 166, something like that. But that one's a 168. So yes, the gold lines absolutely do come in lighter weight plastic, or excuse me, lighter weights in that plastic. Jared says, how do we get in on the giveaway? Okay, so for anyone else that just joined, because there is a lot more new people now, we are giving away this Opto XXX. The way to do it is like the stream, share the stream, and then down in the chat below, leave your question for me and I will get that answered. And that's all you got to do. That is how you enter into the giveaway for this one. And as you'll see in the clips again in just a second, we'll run those for all the new viewers. This one is beef. Very overstable disc. Somebody was asking about the numbers earlier, so if you're new, the numbers are speed 7, glide of 3, turn of 0, and then a fade of 4. Those are absolutely spot on. Boom, shared. Thank you, Chris. Boom, entered. That red and green is sick. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. It's not quite Christmas time yet, but you got to get ready at some point, so why not now? Cody, how do I think it compares to the Criminal? The Criminal is definitely faster. Both are very overstable. I would give the Criminal a little bit of an edge in terms of stability. The XXX is kind of like, it's like the Criminal's twin, but shorter brother, if that makes any sense. It's a very similar disc, but just not quite as fast. A little bit shorter, a little bit less overstable. What's the weight on the orange? The one that we're giving away is a 171. So it's pretty close to max weight, but not quite there yet. Why discriminate on the colors? Andrew, I'm not sure what you mean, bud. I got orange, we got blue, red, purple, yellow, white. I don't know what kind of discrimination on colors you're talking about. We got a bunch of colors over here. Blanks available for hot stamping? I do not know. The way to find that out would be to send an email to, I believe it is custom@dynamicdiscs.com, and Matt Sedgwick is in charge of all that. He will be the one to get you squared away with that sort of information as to what's available or when we might have something available if we don't at the current time. Orange for the upcoming holiday? Yeah, see, Mark, we're getting festive over here. It's not a coincidence here on DG Weekly Live. This is definitely planned. We're going with the seasons. So once we get closer to Christmas, we're going to have a lot more red discs with green stamps, because green discs with a red stamp would be very hard to find. But Jay says, how does it compare to the Escape? Very different discs. I was actually, when I was first getting here, Scarlett, one of our retail store employees, was laughing at me because I went Escape last week to the XXX this week, and they're completely different discs. So Escape is a very straight to slightly understable fairway driver, borderline distance driver, where the XXX is a very overstable utility / fairway driver. So it's kind of like the difference between a Justice and an Evidence, where one's pretty straight to understable, the other one is very overstable and not nearly as far flying. Share this stream. I don't need to broadcast. Well, your mom isn't going to be buying a golf disc. My mom does, so what the heck, Jason? Get your mom to play disc golf, man. She could be like a world champion. You don't know. I saw there was a guy on Reddit who did that. He taught his mom to play disc golf, and then like 3 years later, she won a world championship. So, what was her name? Andrew? Something like that. You're holding your mom back from being a world champion. It's fact. The purple one is beautiful. I don't know which purple one you're talking about, but I agree, because both of them are. The weight goes all the way up to 177, Danny says. Ooh. So that would be very overstable, because the one that we were throwing was 171. How thick is the rim, Brock? I'm going to give you about 35 millimeters. No, I'm just kidding here. The rim is about that thick. It's pretty typical fairway driver rim as far as Latitude discs. Similar-ish to the Explorer, maybe a little bit wider. Kind of like the Spark. It reminds me a little bit of the Spark. Here, we'll show you the profile as well if it focuses. Maybe. Or we'll just give you a close-up on that burst. here. So it's a pretty blunt edge. I saw when I shared this thing on Facebook earlier, someone was talking about rollers. And this edge is like a tire. It is just flat. So this would make the best roller disc if it wasn't super overstable. For forehand rollers, it would be really good. But for a backhand roller, there is no way I could do it without like throwing and then falling on the ground. It just wouldn't work for me. If you can do it, if you're flexible enough, if you do enough yoga, then more power to you, because you're going to need a lot of power for it. But it could work. It's super flat edge, so it would roll for approximately ever, give or take a few years. You said you don't throw purple. I did? I mean, I would absolutely throw this. I would just be scared because it's so pretty. I wouldn't want to lose it. I would throw purple. I would throw a purple. 171 is perfect. Yeah, Mark, you're entered, but I've seen you in there a few times, so you're entered for sure. Are these good for novice users? Jared, I would strongly advise you use just about any other disc in the Latitude lineup. The XXX is very overstable. You're going to want something that is not overstable and something that's slower. You would want something more of like a putter or a mid-range. As far as Latitude goes, the Pure, I think, is not even just Latitude. Across the disc golf market, I think the Pure is one of the best starting discs out there. So I would absolutely recommend starting with something like that. And then really any straight to understable mid-range of your choice. If you want a Fuse would be really good as well. So I think if you're trying to start with something from Latitude, the Fuse and the Pure. If you want DD recommendations, the Deputy and the Warden are both super good. If you're looking for a driver to start with, I would say like a Maverick, maybe a Witness, or from Latitude again, like the Diamond and the Jade would be good as well. So there, yeah. Nathan also asked about beginners. Nathan, there you go. So in terms of stability, it's the Justice of drivers. I don't know that it's quite as overstable as a Justice. It's close. It's close, but maybe not quite. I think like the Criminal, or even like we talked about a few weeks ago, the Warhorse is more overstable. So those would be more like a Justice. This could be like the Anvil of drivers. Will this be a good driver for my 12-year-old son for further distance? He weighs 98 pounds. If he's got a big arm, if he's throwing like 350, then sure, it would be okay, but it's not going to be a distance disc. While it says it's a driver, it's a fairway driver, so it's going to be a little bit shorter and considerably more overstable. I would recommend something like a Trespass maybe, or a Sheriff, or a Captain, or something like that. If you're looking to add distance to someone who's been playing for a while, but doesn't quite have the arm for like a Defender, Enforcer, things like that, then I would say look towards the Captain or the Trespass for added distance for sure. Need something way overstable? Yeah, XXX for sure is way overstable. What does stability do to rollers? It's, for me personally, I like more understable discs for backhand rollers and more overstable discs for forehand rollers, just because on a forehand roller I can get it down earlier than on a backhand, and on the backhand I need something that's understable so it's going to help me, because throwing straight down at the ground on a backhand just isn't a natural, comfortable thing for me to do, and so I need something that's going to want to get down, it's going to work its way down. So I prefer overstable for a forehand roller because I can get it down really quickly in a hurry on the angle that I want for sure. Jacob Torkelson, hi. Samuel, go with a breakout or an air escape. They tend to go very far. There you go, Danny. Yeah, those are good. Sorry, I got completely lost in my train of thought there and forgot what I was going to say. So, Danny, good job, dude. Dallas says, give me all of the XXXs. Dallas, there's a few here, man. You were just in town, so if you didn't get all of them, it's not my problem. I tried, man. I talked to you. We had a conversation, so I'm sorry. Let's talk about that sweet hoodie you got there. Dude, yeah, I put this thing on again this morning, and I was like, I hope we run these again this year. I'm sure we're going to have some sweet fall apparel, but I love these things. I love these. Or the hat. Andrew, yeah. Wheat Shield. This is one of I forget which of our graphic designers came up with this, but this is one of my favorite logos that we've done. I would take it off and give you a close-up, but then you would see what my hair looks like, and it is very bad today. So there's a reason we're wearing a hat, and there's even more reason that we're not taking the hat off. XXX holds the overhand distance world record, by the way, Danny. Yeah, that was, oh, what was that guy's name who did it? I believe he's a Latitude guy, which is why he used it. He also used it because it's really good for overhands if you have the power. Oh, I wish I remembered his name. But yeah, he threw something like 500 feet, 400 something feet on an overhand with a XXX. That's pretty good. The Quad X is more stable than a Justice. Yes, so there is the Opto X Moonshine XXX X. It's a Dave Feldberg fundraiser, and those are just, I couldn't throw it from me to the camera if I tried. It's so overstable. So if you are like Dallas, and if you throw really far, if you throw with a lot of power, then something like that would be good. But for me, that is just scary, nightmare-inducing overstability. JC Kester, thank you. Again, Dallas, 483 feet. Yeah, I knew it was, or is it Jason? Jason Cortella. Danny might be right. Yeah. Yeah, why did I think, whatever. One of them, yeah, it's far, okay? Doesn't matter who did it, except for it does. I love the idea of the hoodie with the bug tick protection in it. I just saw, yeah, I saw that on Facebook too. I forget who it was, but that's super cool. If that's something that like works and isn't super highly expensive, I'm very interested in that. Kenny, thank you for pointing that out. That's a super good idea. I wish I remembered what it was called, but if someone does, put that in the chat. Because it was something cool. Oh man, I forget what it was called. Hopefully somebody will share it. There's a video, yeah. There's also a video, you might be talking about the distance world record. There's also a video of that, Christopher. Yes. But if you're looking for more tick repellent, specifically type stuff, check out Lyme Warrior. Our sponsorship coordinator, Derek, runs that. And it is just he's a really good guy, and it's a really good cause to help just Lyme disease awareness, cures, all that kind of stuff. So check out Lyme Warrior Disc Golf if you are interested in that type of thing. Need to see this 500-foot XXX throw. Yeah, Christopher. Oh, there's a video of it somewhere. So I'm sure somebody will share it. Somebody will share it. But if you want to see what a not 500-foot throw looks like, I've got some clips for you, because this is going to be me throwing the XXX very not even close to 500 feet. This one was probably like 300 feet. So we're more than halfway there. I'm like 60% of a world record holder, pretty much. Derek worked with the person. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that, but that's awesome. That does not surprise me at all. A shelf full of brand new discs. That's what my idea of heaven looks like. Tyler, you got to come to Emporia and check out some of our tours of the warehouse then, because it will blow your socks off. I remember my first day, I was like, what? There's how many discs here? So yeah, check it out. There's tours. I forget how much it is, like $10 or $20 a person, I think. And you get a tour of the warehouse. You get to meet everybody. Super cool. Jackie does a great job with all of those. And she is doing those like, it used to be like once every couple of weeks. Now it seems like she's doing one every couple days. So if you are wanting to look at a bunch of discs more than that, head to the Dynamic Discs website and check out the tours that we offer of the warehouse, because that's really, really cool. How much power would you say you're throwing there? Like 75%? No, those were all pretty powerful shots. Might not look like it because they didn't go all that far. You all do tours. I don't do the tours. Jackie does them. But she always brings people into our office. So Nathan, you'll get to meet me and Danny and Bobby and everyone else. I think they come over to the retail store. You get to meet everybody at the warehouse, so it's super cool. Andrew, 75%? No. Probably closer to like 85, 90. It's just that overstable. I can't hit more than 200 to 250. You're throwing a Frost. The Frost line ones are more overstable. They're out of production, the Frost line that is. They're more overstable than this Opto one that we're giving away. but this is still very overstable. So I'm sure you could hit 250 with an opto, Christopher. Dang, son, that forehand. Just, been hitting the gym, guys. No big deal, just getting swole, throwing discs real far. It's kind of my lifestyle now. How have we not done this? Nathan, what the heck? How have you not done this? I'm going to be expecting to see a Nathan and an Andrew on a tour here. I'll give you guys till the end of the year, all right? But before New Year's, I want to see Nathan and Andrew on a tour of the warehouse. Will you and Danny be at the match play doubles event? Really looking forward to it. Yes, Derek, we will be. And as far as I know, we are going to be doing kind of highlights and just promotion for it throughout the weekend. But then the final round for the winner, we will be doing shot-by-shot coverage. And then myself and someone, possibly even Danny, will be doing some commentary on that as well. So yes, we will both be there, Derek, for sure. If you are here in town or if you're coming to town, be sure to say hi. Everybody's going to be there. We're going to have the whole crew back from Worlds. So yeah, there's going to be a squad of us rolling up to that thing. I'll make my way up there ASAP. Sweet. Let's go, Tyler. Looks to have a little turn before a hard fade. Kyle, the little turn is a little bit of me coming over on the disc a little bit, specifically in those last two clips, the backhand where I came over on it, and then the sidearm where I came over on it as well. I'll go ahead and play those for you guys again. So this one was flat, and then the next one was a hyzer, but the last two clips I came over on it on purpose just to show how overstable it is. Can we see the videos? Yeah, Andrew, here you go. Ellen says, I may be on a plane and not able to hear anything, but I'd appreciate a wave. Let's see if the clips are still going, Ellen, so I'll wave in a second. Sorry. But until then, I will tell people that we are giving away this disc in these clips. And to enter into the giveaway, like the stream, share the stream, and then leave your question in the chat. And that's how we'll enter into it here in just a second. We will go ahead and draw the winner. So there's the clips. Now, hi, Alan. Everyone wave to Alan. Great review, but I feel like this one was really light on the Joel. Sorry, Mark. I think he's in a meeting or something. He's talking to somebody right now, so sorry. But if Joel were here, I'm sure he would walk behind me smiling and then laugh at you and me. So you can just pretend. Sorry, we'll try and get more Joel next time. Debbie says it looks good. Yes, Debbie, it is very good. I don't know does Virginia throw one? I feel like it might be a little bit overstable because it's pretty much too overstable for anyone that's not like Ricky. I have a question. Does this one count? Well, Christopher, technically considering that was two questions, I guess we'll let it count. I'll go tell him he's forgiven. Joel is forgiven. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. All right. So about this giveaway, should we go ahead and pick a winner here? Nice follow flight. Thank you, Mark. That's so nice of you. I'm going to a DDRV doubles event tomorrow. Can't wait to see J-Ray. Nice. I haven't seen J-Ray in a hot minute. But he's a really good dude. I'm sure you're going to have a ton of fun at that thing. A ton of fun. I played with J-Ray, ironically enough, last time he was in town. We played doubles. I believe it was last time. Last time I saw J-Ray in town, we played doubles together. So that was fun. I can't find the share option. Christopher, it should be there. Just right next to comment, it should be there. Let's do, okay. Not even Kansas wins can turn it over. No, absolutely not. There's no way. Okay, so get your last minute questions in for the giveaway. And we'll talk about Kenny's question here. While quickly we talk about the discount that we're running. XXX10 on the Dynamic Discs website counts for these hybrid. Oh, Alan's dancing in the background. You guys can't see him, but I could. The hybrid XXX, that was a fundraiser for Masters Worlds. The Goldline Burst XXX, which are just nasty bursty. And then the Opto XXX. The coupon code is XXX10. Get yourself 10% off on dynamicdiscs.com on those three plastics. Kenny says, who is your pick for Worlds? Kenny, I have no idea. For the first time in like 6 years, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it will probably be Ricky and then I'm going to say page, but I'm not going to tell you which page, because I don't think it will be that page. I think it will be the other page and Ricky. But I don't know. It's anyone's tournament right now. I haven't seen scores too recently. Last I saw, Nate Sexton was winning, and it would not surprise me if he won, but I think Ricky's still got a little something to say about that. Two-time back-to-back world champion. You know he's not going down without a fight. So, I think he even throws a XXX. I know he throws some felons. He probably throws a XXX. So, in honor of Ricky and Paige, pick a last name, who neither of them throw a XXX as far as I'm aware, we are going to be giving one of these away to someone in the chat. Kenny says, nice, that's the same picks I made. Awesome. Mark says, haha, the other page. Exactly. See, people might think that I would be talking about one page when I say the other page, but I'm actually talking about the other page. So it's the other page. The other page. Like when you're reading a book and then you have to go to the other page, I'm talking about that one. What's the weight on the orange? Joe, this is a 171. So, to win this, should we scroll back 171 comments just to see? I don't think that's a very good idea either, actually. Let's go with, there's a couple names that I've seen all stream long. I usually like to give it to people that watch the whole entire stream. So let's do this. Someone put in the chat either a 1 or a 2, number 1 or the number 2. And whichever one it is, whichever one I pick, or whichever one I see first of the two names that are sticking out in my mind, I'm going to give it to them. So a 1 or a 2 in the chat. No, just give it to me. That's not how it works, Nathan. Me, bro. Let's see. Paul, Maureen, that is my parents. Say 1. Luckily enough for you, Mark McGinnis. You were 1. Christopher was 2. Sorry, Christopher, you even put a 2. I saw 1 first. So Mark McGinnis, go ahead and send me your address on the Dynamic Discs Facebook page. Go ahead and send a message. Say you won this on the DG Weekly Live giveaway, and we will get this shipped out to you ASAP. Thank you all for watching. If you're just joining the stream, I saw we just had a bunch of people join actually right before we wrap it up. So I will we'll go ahead and play the clips for you, and I will remind everyone that the Gold Line Burst XXX, the Opto XXX, and the Hybrid XXX are all 10% off on dynamicdiscs.com when you use the coupon code XXX10. And that's live right now until midnight Tuesday, or midnight Central Time on Tuesday is when that code will expire. So thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Mark. Go ahead and get your address in so we can get this sweet, sweet overstable utility driver shipped out to you. And we will see all of you guys next week once again here on DG Weekly Live.